that's how bad I was. People would kill me on the first turn, and I was like, this is insane. And like I hate that too. These like I hate that the game has become that, and a lot of these card games have become these like they're over like I don't know, like people get like over obsessed in like the meta and like doing insane shit where like you on your first turn you activate a card that lets you draw 3 cards, and then by the effect of another card that's in your hand you're able to put down 2 cards, and then you can discard 4 cards and then draw 5 more, and then do like summon fucking 3 monsters at a time, and then activate another card that wipes your opponent's field, and then activate another card that like oh my god, like I can't, like I can't fuck with that. All right, I like these games the way they used to be when they were simple, and like even the way they're depicted in the anime, but like they're not the same game anymore. They've become way too meta. Nerd hallway probably smelt abysmal. No, okay, sometimes actually, yeah. um, yeah, that was the same hallway, by the way, and I don't know how I got permission from the principal to do this. I decided that it would be a smart idea to try to turn this hallway into um one of the school's brand new no bullying zones. Oh God, I there was a time in high school where I was sick of bullying. I was sick of kids being assholes, and I was just like, it's just too much. People are really fucking mean to each other, and I was just like, I was talking to my school counselor. I was like, you know what we need? We need bully free zones where people don't do shit like that. And like, I don't know why she thought it was a good idea. She was like, "Oh yeah, let's talk to the vice principal about this." And like, she talked to the vice principal about it, and they let me print out a bunch of signs that said bully free zone, and I put them up. I've told this story before. I put them up during like first or second period. Everyone was in class, and I put up all these signs around the hallway, and I put some in like the cafeteria as well. And I returned to the nerd hallway at lunchtime to find several of my bully free signs crumpled up and thrown into a corner, and my friends at the time uh, holding one of them and laughing and be like, look at this gay shit, man. Look, what the fuck's this, yo? Bully free zone. This is so fucking stupid. Yeah, like, and oh my god, like they were laughing their asses off like it was like the dumbest thing they'd ever seen, and they were like, God damn, whose fucking idea was this, man? I was like, I don't know nothing. I just arrived. Well, what's all this then? Oh god. Oh god, that was such an ill-conceived plan. That was such an ill-conceived like, you have to realize, if I wanted to actually implement something like that in a way that would have worked, it would have required like some kind of like assembly, or like at least like a school-wide announcement, or something. No, you would have had to have like a whole assembly on like bullying and the effects of bullying and like mental health and shit like that. And that school didn't have assemblies like that, but the first school I went to did actually. And I remember they actually had a long ass fucking assembly about mental health and abuse and all kinds of shit. and I like sat through most of it once, and then they like made me, because I had 2 classes that were supposed to go, and then they were like, oh, you gotta sit through it again. I was like, I went to my teacher and I was like, if I sit through this again, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. Like this shit is too heavy. Like some kids need to be able to opt out of this shit, which is the problem with having assemblies like that. Um, so like yeah, like whatever the fuck I was trying to do, whatever good intentions I had were very misguided by the fact that I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, and I was just some nobody kid. Maybe my guidance counselor thought that like I was more popular with the kids I hung out with, and that um they were more on board with this kind of thing as well. That maybe she thought they were on the same page. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I can't imagine being like a child care professional in one of these situations and be like, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea." They did eventually find out that it was me that made those signs, and I did get laughed at for fucking weeks on end. And they were like, "Hey," they would bring it up. They were like, "Hey, let's make sure Jay's not triggered by the bullying or anything. We're not bullying you, are we, faggot? You know, we're not bullying you, right? Right? Fucking pussy, fucking you know." And then they like, yeah. So that was smart. That was smart. God.